Tonight, we document a case never reported, never documented, and the victims and the witnesses not found. This is Thabiso Nxumalo After Dark. They say some places don't forget. Not the walls, not the floors, not even the air. In the heart of Mbare, in Harare, Zimbabwe, there is an apartment block that residents avoid after dark. No one has officially lived there since 2004. But every night, the lights come on. Mbare is not new to hardship. It has seen political tension, economic collapse, survival stories carved into concrete. But this story is not about politics. It is about disappearance and something that may have never left. In early 2004, a single mother, identified by neighbors only as Rudo, lived in an apartment 12, with her 8-year-old son, Tawanda. She sold vegetables near the bus terminus. Quiet woman, she kept to herself. But weeks before she vanished, neighbors say she began complaining about knocking. Not at the door, inside the walls. At first, it sounded like pipes. Old buildings breathe. They shift, they circle. But Rudo insisted this was different. She said the knocking moved from the kitchen to the bedroom to the ceiling. And sometimes it knocked back. There was Tawanda, the son. His teacher later told a resident that his drawings changed. He stopped drawing cars, stopped drawing football. He began drawing a tall figure. No eyes, long fingers, standing inside a wall. When asked who it was, he said, "He lives with us." On June 17, 2004, screams were heard around midnight. A neighbor says it was a child's voice. Another says it sounded like furniture being dragged. Then silence. Deep, unnatural silence. Police were reportedly seen at the building early morning, but there is no official missing person file, no public record, no obituary. By afternoon, apartment 12 was sold. By the following month, it was quietly reopened, empty. I visited the buildings 3 weeks ago. Most residents refused to speak on camera. One elderly tenant agreed anonymously. He has lived there for 32 years. He told me something unsettling. Every night, around 2:17 a.m., there is a knocking 3 times. And then what sounds like scratching inside the wall. I stood outside apartment 12. The corridor smelled of dust and old paint. The door is no longer sealed. It is unlocked. No furniture, no curtains. But on the far wall, faint markings remain. Childlike drawings scratched into paint. A tall figure, no eyes, long fingers, and beneath it, barely visible words. He lives in the walls. As I examined the bedroom wall, I heard it. A soft knock behind me. I turned. Nothing. This time, from inside the wall beside me, not echoing, not plumbing. It felt deliberate. 3 knocks. There were no remains found in 2004. No bodies. No confirmed relocation. It was as if Rudo and his son dissolved into the universe. But here is what troubles me most. When I reviewed my recording equipment later that night, there was audio I did not hear while standing there. A child's whisper, faint, distorted, but clear enough to understand. It said, "He is still here." Urban legends who grew up in places like Mbare, but legends usually fade. This one doesn't, because the knocking continues. Residents still report lights flickering inside apartment 12, even when the electricity to the unit is disconnected. And every few years, someone new moves in. They never stay longer than a week. I cannot confirm what happened in 2004. There are no files, no court cases, no death certificates, only whispers and walls that knock back. If ever you find yourself walking through Mbari at night and you pass an apartment block with one glowing window, do not look too long. And if you hear 3 knocks, do not answer, because some disappearances are not meant to be solved. This is Tsabiso Malo After Dark.